The courtroom was silent until Judge Eleanor Vance banged her gavel and said, "A man like you doesn't belong here unless you're cleaning the floors." The black man standing before her didn't even flinch. He just smiled. Exactly 7 minutes later, she was the one in handcuffs. The court was packed that morning. Judge Eleanor Vance, known for her strict rulings and ice-cold demeanor, sat high above everyone in her robe, glaring down like she was royalty. Before we continue, tell us, where in the world are you watching from? Drop it in the comments below. And if you enjoy this story, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more powerful content like this. Opposite her stood Marcus Thorne, a calm, well-dressed black man in his mid-30s, hands behind his back, confidence in his eyes. But the judge didn't care. All she saw was his skin. "You must be lost, Mr. Thorne. This courtroom doesn't entertain fake lawsuits from people looking for attention," she said, smirking. Laughter echoed from the gallery, but Marcus didn't laugh. He simply opened his briefcase. Marcus wasn't just anyone. He was a Harvard-educated attorney and a former FBI investigator. Years ago, his younger brother was wrongly sentenced by Judge Vance, despite clear evidence proving his innocence. Since then, Marcus left everything behind and made it his mission to take corrupt people like her down from the inside. And today, he wasn't in court for a lawsuit. He was here on official business. "Let me guess you're suing the system, crying racism again," Judge Vance sneered, flipping through the file. Marcus replied calmly, "I'm not here for sympathy. I'm here for justice." Judge Vance rolled her eyes. "Typical. You people always twist the law for your benefit." The words stunned the courtroom. Marcus looked at the clerk. "Is that being recorded?" The clerk nodded slowly. Marcus smiled slightly and said, "Good." Judge Vance leaned forward. "So what fake case are you presenting today?" Marcus opened a sealed envelope and handed it to the bailiff. "This is a federal warrant signed and approved this morning. It charges you, Judge Eleanor Vance, with obstruction of justice, judicial misconduct, and racially motivated sentencing." She laughed out loud. "What kind of joke is this?" Then Marcus showed her his badge. "Federal Investigator, Civil Rights Division." Gasps filled the courtroom. The same people who'd laughed earlier now stared in silence. Judge Vance stood up, her face turning pale. This is outrageous. You can't come into my courtroom and..." Marcus cut her off. "You forgot, Judge, this isn't your courtroom anymore." He looked at the clerk. "Call in Agent Miller." 2 federal agents walked in. Eleanor stepped back in disbelief. "Wait, you're serious?" The agents approached the bench as Marcus read the charges aloud. "You've wrongfully sentenced over 37 black defendants with patterns of extreme bias. You've rejected appeals without review, denied basic rights in your courtroom, and created a hostile legal environment for minorities." Judge Vance was shaking now, stammering, "This can't be happening." Marcus replied, "This is Justice Eleanor. You gave my brother 15 years for a crime he didn't commit. He served 10 before he was exonerated, but your time is up now." Cameras clicked. News reporters flooded the hallway. Judge Vance, once proud and powerful, was now speechless and handcuffed. She tried to plead, "I didn't know, I didn't mean." Marcus said, "You knew exactly what you were doing, every sentence, every insult, every life you ruined." As she was escorted out, people in the courtroom clapped. Some were former defendants. Some were mothers of the wrongly accused. Justice had arrived. After court, Marcus stood on the courthouse steps, looking out over the crowd. He spoke to a young black boy with wide eyes who asked, "Are you a real hero?" Marcus knelt down and said, "I'm just someone who didn't stay silent." He pulled out a photo of his brother, smiled, and whispered, "This was for you, Leo." Marcus faced the camera crew and said, "To everyone watching, never let power go unchecked, never let hate wear a robe, and if someone tells you that you don't belong, prove them wrong. I'm not a judge, but today, justice was served. If this story moved you, comment 'Justice Wins' below. Share it with someone who believes change is impossible. It is. And if you've ever been told you're not good enough, just remember, you don't need permission to fight back. You just need courage.